You're lucky. I usually charge double for this.
Stop it! You're gonna kill him! Do you think the cops will cut you a break?
Oh, don't worry about me, little mouse. Well, he definitely finished.
Sorrow and scandal strike Gotham City. The nation holds vigil for Gotham's very own Jackie Madison. Missing since Christmas Eve, police have been scouring the state for leads. But no evidence of the child has been found, dead or alive. Authorities remain hopeful. One beacon of hope in such dark times is the meteoric rise of Reverend Michael Monk, pastor of Gotham's Lazarus Ministries. Thousands of believers have flocked from all over the United States to see the charismatic preacher perform what some are calling modern-day miracles. Though many skeptics consider Monk a sideshow charlatan, those who have witnessed his faith healing firsthand say it defies explanation.
Jesus himself said, through man, it's just not happening. Only through God himself are all things made possible. Now, I may be just a man, but I'm here to make the call.
In other news, socialite and philanthropist Bruce Wayne has also been reported missing, leading some to speculate a connection with the Madison disappearance. The 25-year-old, known as much for his wild partying as his fiscal generosity, had only just returned to Gotham after an extended business trip in the Orient.
First off, I would like to thank my Wayne Enterprises family for welcoming me back with open arms, especially Philip Wayne for keeping the company afloat in my absence. Sorry. Though my position as chairman is purely ceremonial, I hope to devote as much time, and let's face it, dough, as I can investing in our health, sciences, and technologies divisions to ensure a higher quality of living for every citizen, regardless of race, religion, or social class. Thank you.
Though friends and gossip columnists suggest Wayne is out on a well-deserved bender, some voice their concern when he failed to appear at several important functions. Though his life is privileged, this young man is no stranger to tragedy. You may recall an incident almost 20 years ago when his parents, Dr. Thomas Wayne and Martha Vega Wayne, the Texas oil heiress, were murdered in what is now dubbed Crime Alley. To this day, a suspect was never caught.
Bruce? Do you think I'm as pretty as Claudette Colbert?
Want me to be perfectly honest? Hey, you're much prettier.
I'll take it.
You wouldn't look too bad in a suit of Roman armor yourself.
Oh yeah? Look, I ain't blowing smoke. One of these days, I'm gonna see you up there on the big screen.
I kind of like this stage. You can't beat the feeling of a good audience's energy. Say, let's take a shortcut.
Nope.
You're not the one with the physics exam tomorrow. Bruce!
When Christ came down from the mountainside, a tremendous crowd followed him.
Much has already been written about your fast-growing congregation. What do you think your appeal is?
One man, stricken with leprosy, came and knelt down before him and said, "Lord, if you're willing, you can make me clean."
War is ravaging Europe. American streets are overrun with poverty, alcohol, drugs. Our government's in the pockets of racketeers, globalists. The American people, the salt of the earth type folks, are just looking for a return to their spiritual roots.
Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. "I am willing," he said. "Be clean." And immediately his leprosy was gone.
You mentioned racketeering. Gotham has, by far, the highest crime rate of any city in the United States. Why base your ministry here?
The darker the shadow, the brighter the light. People need to remember that Jesus of Nazareth didn't rub elbows with the upper crust of the Roman society. He was eating with the whores, the lepers, the tax collectors, people that needed him most.
Now, what the gospel suggests, my friends, is that not only was that poor man purged of his affliction, he was also cleansed, both physically and spiritually.
What about those citizens claiming to do good, like the Batman?
I applaud any citizen's will to fight for what he believes in, but that doesn't mean we should put him on a pedestal. Our faith belongs to the big guy in the sky.
It's not enough to be in good health if you don't have that peace of mind that only a relationship with the Creator can give you. Do not put your faith in the golden calves conjured by the tax collectors of Hollywood. These idols splashed across the front pages of the Jewish-ran newspapers. These so-called superheroes are merely false prophets, wolves in sheep's clothing. Or should I say spandex?
I thank you for your time, Reverend.
Mr. Kent, God bless.
You all right?
You've got an unusual energy about you. Where did you say you were from?
Oh, just some small town in Kansas.
Originally? What you've witnessed today is not of my doing. I am merely a conduit to a power that is older and greater than any speeding bullet or locomotive. That power is my faith.
Come on, let's scram!
What were you thinking back there?
I don't suppose I was.
Your eyes. You turned into some kind of wild animal.
Is that right?
If you won't see a doctor, I can call you a cab.
Why? You're pretty good at taking care of me.
Dad will be here any minute.
I doubt it. I've seen his lady friend.
I'm glad you approve of my new stepmom.
Not as much as I approve of you.
You need to get to bed.
What's the idea?
Welcome back, Mr. Wayne.
Are we gonna get him to a hospital or something? We can't just leave him here. I'm not gonna help you dispose of a body.
Quit your belly aching. He's still breathing. You're a pretty tough dame.
Can't say I've ever been called tough.
You kidding me? And those kicks? What are you, one of them super folk?
What can I say? Dad's a police officer.
Is this some kind of sting operation?
Could be.
Hey, I know my rights.
Not for you. I'm looking for someone who lives in the building.
Oh, Afraid I'm kind of new in town. Don't have many acquaintances.
Well, have you seen a smaller guy? Serious face? Acts a little odd.
You just described most of the men in my life.
I should go.
Wait a second. I saw a couple of guys move in a few weeks ago. One of them could have been the odd type.
Would you take me to him?
I suppose I owe you one.
Thanks.
Could you get dressed?
I can't feel anything.
You best be thanking God for that. You took more damage than a Darwin College running back.
Wait, does that mean?
No, you're not paralyzed. Just pumped up so full of anesthesia it'd make a tiger go stiff.
How long have I been here?
About a year.
What?
New Year's Eve was a couple of days ago.
You a doctor or a comedian?
You might want to conserve your energy. You were found with several lacerations, most prominently on your chest and leg, and some truly awful bruising. Sprained right arm, possibly broken ankles, and a particularly nasty gash in your side. Yeah, it's a good thing you have your pearly whites. Can you move that good arm? Motor skills look good.
What's with the masks?
Observational skills are pretty good too. Well, as you can see, we don't have the most hygienic facilities at our disposal. Keeps the air lightly filtered.
You deliver babies here too?
Well, that's one way to put it.
Well, I appreciate your patching me up, but I wouldn't mind a trip to the hospital either.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to take you. Our truck's just right outside.
Great. Of course, I'm happy to reimburse you.
I am just overjoyed that we are on the same page.
Okay.
I'll tell my associate to grab the wheelchair just as soon as we come to an agreement.
I'm sorry. I thought we just did.
Yeah, well, that little ambulance trip is going to cost you a cool 500.
Done.
1,000.
Who the fuck do you think I am? Howard Hughes?
Oh, not at all. I think you're someone much more in demand.
What exactly are you trying to blackmail me with?
Oh, Mr. Wayne, Mr. Wayne. For someone who strikes fear into the hearts of those on the other side of the law, you're pretty good at playing dumb, Batman.
You know, I'm Bruce Wayne. I always pay cash and bang starlets. Not always in that order.
Well, that doesn't change the fact that I pulled you out of that dumpster in full superhero regalia.
You found me when? Christmas Eve? I was on my way to Shrek's department store. They throw Masquerade Ball every year.
Yeah, well, that's uptown.
What can I say? I like to get the party started a little early, and there's a hell of a view from here. Had a little too much to drink. Must have took a wrong step.
Well, have it your way. I'm sure the Daily Star would love to have photos of you in that Batman get-up, regardless.
I've cocked up in less reputable periodicals.
Well, there's only so much I can do here. It looks like you lost a lot of blood before taking that dumpster dive.
If I really was the Batman, wouldn't I be able to fix that by splitting your neck open and draining yours?
I never believed much in the supernatural. Well, even that Superman fella, he's just another nut job in colorful tights. It probably has springs in his boots.
Not a bad idea.
What's that?
I was into that sort of thing.
You're only wasting your time, son.
Look, a good businessman isn't going to write checks for $500,000 to every deadbeat who threatens him with a dead hooker. Get me to hospital, I'll give you $1,000.
You seem to be under the impression that this is some kind of negotiation. Your options are thus. I can pull out those stitches and let you bleed out like a stuck pig, or we can take a trip down to your local bank and withdraw some of that warm trust fund bread.
You're obviously a clever guy. why you're working out of a dump is beyond me, but you seem to know your stuff.
I was a professional surgeon once.
Huh. I usually respect doctors.
Yeah, because of your old man?
What?
Yeah, Thomas Wayne, MD. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
You guys are chums? He owe you money?
Nothing like that. We crossed paths at the old West Memorial Hospital. He was a devoted physician. A real healer.
Is that why you had to go and put a bullet in his head?
I don't know. I could take credit for a lot of sick stuff. But that wasn't me.
Might as well have been. Just another loser with nothing to live for. Taking out his frustrations on his betters.
Oh, so is that why? Yeah, the whole Lone Ranger routine.
You're a psychiatrist too? Should be rolling in dough.
What you thinking about now?
Besides Claudette Colbert?
Bruce, there's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Oh, you certainly have me by my attention.
I'm pregnant.
How?
If you stayed awake in biology.
All right, you win. You're prettier and a much better actress.
I just wanted to see what you do. Hey, where'd you learn to fight like that? Back there?
I don't know, I spent a little time on the streets.
With your family still?
Well, my Uncle Philip took care of that in a trust fund. I, on the other hand, bounced around a bit.
Sorry, didn't know you was the Jack Dempsey type.
Nothing doing. In the ring, they call me Matches Malone.
That explains why you sound like one of those Brooklyn guineas.
Maybe there's a lot more you ain't know about me.
I don't have to know everything to like you.
There's a woman here to see you, Pastor.
How is she?
Right this way, madame.
Michael Monk.
Julie.
Is that Silver by chance?
Yes, why do you ask?
Just a bit of an allergy.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're much younger than I imagined.
I assure you, I'm much older than you'd expect. What can I do for you, my child?
Look, I wasn't raised particularly religious, but I'm in a bit of a jam and I don't know who to talk to.
God isn't religious either. You're in good company. Apologies. Yes, what is it?
I'm sorry, Pastor, we ran out of flyers.
There should be some in my top drawer. Leave one for Miss Julie.
Thank you.
What would you like to talk about?
You should know better than anyone that life has a habit of throwing curveballs.
What was it? Arthritis? Botched operation?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
Bring over the little bundle of joy. Hey, this little guy look familiar at all?
I don't know. I haven't picked up the Gerber label.
Well, you might not care about what happens to you, but there's a family uptown who might be a little sore if anything happens to this little fella.
Never liked kids much.
Maybe you'll be a little bit more agreeable after a nap.
He seems fine.
I wasn't talking to the baby.
Gentlemen, I didn't say I wouldn't oblige, but you two guys are going about it all wrong. First off, you already know me. What do I call you two?
Hi, I'm Billy. And this is my brother.
Hey, go wait in the other room!
What are you doing?
making a phosphate.
I believe you'll be pleased with our contribution.
I trust I shall. Peace be with you.
Wa alaikum assalam, Maurice.
You dare enter when that door is closed!
I'm the keeper of this house of the Lord. May I help you, brother?
Am I your brother?
We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. What can I do for you, mister?
I don't remember my name. I don't remember much of anything.
What do you remember?
Burning. All over. A woman. Pain.
Fire.
Chemicals. A bubbling cauldron. It stripped my skin. Twisted my face.
Sounds to me like you were born again.
Do you think this is a joke?
I think it's a miracle that you're here. Let me heal you.
Sorry, Padre. Can't remember why I did that either. But it seemed pretty funny at the time. You're good. I know a few magic tricks myself.
You've made a terrible mistake.
This town ain't ready for me yet.
Knelt down before him and said, Lord, if you're willing, you can make me clean. You can make me clean. You can make me clean. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Batman do the bat dance. 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 Do it like that. Do it like that. I'm coming through Gotham. I feel like a bat. I feel like the Dark Knight. I could be your Dark Knight. Yeah, you know, girl. Woo, we gon' take flight. I don't know why. You don't know why. I'm shooting that signal high up in the sky. We going for a ride. Jump in the mobile. Yeah, you know, girl. It got